Example, I'm not suggesting that anyone goes to finance a German fleet just because in the name of building finance. Like, there's no need for that. Hello everyone, and welcome back to my channel. My name is Karima, and today we're going to be talking about how to boost your credit rating. So I'm going to start by defining what your credit rating is. Your credit rating is a number that's assigned to you by credit rating agencies such as Experian, and the number kind of defines how good you are at paying back your financial obligations. So how good have you been at repaying your debts? So it's important because if you want to take out car finance, mortgages, bank loans, things like that, all of this rides on having a good credit score. I'm not saying that if you have bad credit you can't take out any loans or anything like that. However, the interest rate that you're likely to be given is going to be less favourable than someone that has better credit. So in this video I'm going to talk about a few ways, like a few simple ways of how you can actually boost your credit rating and increase your chances of being given better lending. So my first piece of advice would be to get onto the electoral roll, and then once you're on there, when general elections or referendums or local elections take place, make sure you vote, because the credit agencies, it shows them that you actually live at the address that you say you do, so then that makes you a more credible candidate for when they want to lend out money. Okay, so I would say one of the best ways of building finance is to apply for finance. So you could finance a car maybe, or take out a credit card, or apply for an overdraft. I'd probably recommend going for a credit card, because credit cards, whilst I know there's a lot of controversy around them saying about how bad they are and how it can dig your debt hole and all that stuff like that, however, when you use them properly, credit cards are an excellent way of building your credit. When I say building your credit, I mean showing lenders that you're able to take out finance and also repay it within the terms as well. So for example, if you're to take out a credit card that has 0% APR for 3 months, or the first 3 months, you could decide to, I don't know, just spend normally, do your normal weekly shopping, pay for travel, shop when you're out, maybe spend at restaurants, and then at the end of the month, pay off everything. So then that way you've shown the agency that you were able to not only spend on your credit card, but also pay it off and manage your finances well. So my next piece of advice is to ensure that all your monthly payments or any financial obligations you have, you fulfill them, and you fulfill them on time. So that means paying for your gym membership on time. That means paying for your phone bill on time. All of these things, though small, they do add up and contribute to whether a lender is more or less willing to lend to you. So for example, if you know that your gym membership normally goes out on the 9th of every month, on the 8th, ensure that there's enough money in that account to make sure that it definitely goes through. Following from my last point about financing, I think in order to boost your credit rating, you also need to make sure that you're living within your means. So let's say you earn $800 a month, for example. Don't spend £1,200 worth of things on your credit card. It doesn't make sense. Where's the extra money going to come from? In a similar way, with car financing that I mentioned earlier as well, it's a great idea to manage your cash flow short term. However, if you know that you can't afford this German fleet you've just financed, what's the point? It's only going to ruin your credit later when you can't keep up. So definitely with any sort of finance that you take out, ensure that you understand it, ensure that you can afford it, and ensure that the interest isn't ridiculous, because otherwise it doesn't make any sense. Okay, so by now a lot of people are probably wondering, so how do I check my credit score? There's a range of websites that you can use. You can use Experian, Equifax, ClearScore. Me personally, I use ClearScore. It's quick to sign up, it's free, and you literally put your information in, and then it brings up all sorts of details, and it tells you your current, loans you've taken out, how much you have in your savings, and different things like that. And I think it's quite useful to check your credit score, because you can see where you're at, and this website normally tells you it kind of compares you to people in your area, people of your age group, so you can kind of see if you're on track, and it also gives you tips on how to improve. So once a month they send you a report, and then they say ways that you can improve or things you're doing good, and then based on that you can have an idea of how you're going before applying for things, which is quite useful. And then another feature it has is that sometimes it brings up potential credit cards or loans that you'd qualify for based on your current situation, so it's quite a useful one. So thank you so much for watching, and hopefully you'll see me again soon. Bye.